babes, welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. So today's video is going to be another chatty get ready with me, but it's going to be focusing on the Royal Peach palette from Kylie Cosmetics. I'm really excited about this palette. I haven't even swatched it yet. This is going to be my first impression on it. We're going to just look at this together and I'm just so excited. Thank you for watching. So I'm going to take the palette out of the box now, which by the way, the box is beautiful. Should I do the whole? Yeah. Here's what the palette looks like. So it's really pretty. I love the white packaging. I love the almost rose gold letters that just say Kylie. Inside you get one of these plasticky things that keeps the mirror clean. Alright, and then here is the beautiful palette. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. And then it does come with a brush that looks pretty nice as well. I think the brush is really pretty. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, check out my Disneyland mug. This is my favorite place in the whole entire world. So I've already primed my eyes and my face off camera just to save time and everything. So I'm just gonna go in and start using this palette. The first shade I'm going to be using is the shade Sorbet. I'm going to be using this shade as my transition shade today. I'm going to take my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. So the only other Kylie eyeshadow palette that I've used is the Burgundy palette, and honestly that's one of my favorite palettes. The Burgundy palette is just so pretty and I'm really hoping that this palette doesn't disappoint me. So far so good. Sorbet makes a very good transition shade on my fair skin. Now I'm going to go in and use Sorbet on my other eye as my transition. This color is really pretty. It's blending out nicely for me. So far I like it. One shade is good. So I think for my next shade I'm going to use the brush that comes in the palette. The next shade I'm going to be using is Peachy. I'm going to use the Kylie brush and then that peachy shade and just deepen up my crease. Here's a close-up of what the brush looks like. It's just a very nice smaller blending type brush. I personally really love these types of peachy shades. I think they're so fun. Oh yeah, that's definitely peach. Gonna go in and do the same to my other eye. Gonna go back in with my Sigma E40 and just make sure everything's blended. So I think I'm gonna take the shade Seashell and put that all over my lid. I'm just taking this Veramona brush that I got in an Ipsy Glam bag. I'm gonna place this Seashell all over my lid. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Seashell is such a pretty color. I love shades like this. I'm just going into my left eye and adding it to my lid. I really like how just light and peachy it is just with those three shades, so I kind of like don't want to go in with another color, but I also want to use as many colors as possible from this palette, so I don't know. I can't decide. So I think I'm going to take the teeniest little bit of the shade Cinnamon and just deepen up my outer V a little bit. So I think I'm going to leave the eyes for now and go onto my face. I really like how light and bright it is. It just gives me like springtime vibes. I'm super excited for spring to come. I know it's only February, but I'm ready. I'm over winter. I'm over the rain. I just want spring. First I'm going to use this NYX green concealer. I'm going to use this to color correct. My skin is just freaking out right now. I don't think I've had a breakout this bad since I was like 13. And so, yeah, having some issues. So I'm going to try to color correct those. Next I'm going to take my Pixi by Petra Correcting Concentrate in Brightening Peach. Lots of peach in today's look, right? I have very deep set eyes, so I definitely notice if I don't use an under eye corrector. I'm going to take my little beauty blender and blend that in. So yeah, I really like the shadow the way it is, so I don't think I even want to add liner to it today. I just want everything to be light and bright. So far, I really love this Kylie palette. I'm gonna be honest. I like to use the Wayne Goss foundation trick and use a little bit of setting powder underneath my foundation. So today I'm gonna use my NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. Just take a stippling brush, put a little bit all over my face. For foundation today, I'm probably gonna do my favorite foundation cocktail of using my CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream in the shade 510 and mixing that with my Revlon Colorstay in the shade 110 Ivory. I like to mix these two together because one, the formulas just mix really well together, and two, the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream is still too dark for me even though it is the lightest shade, so mixing them together makes a better shade match for me. I'm just going to dot it all over my face and then blend it in with my beauty blender. My poor skin, I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to deal with this right now. I haven't had this type of breakout in so long. I don't know if I'm just extra stressed because I graduate in 3 months and I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with my life. So there's that. But, oh well. For the ridiculous amount of blemishes that I have on my face, I think I'm going to mix together my Too Faced Born This Way and then my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I have both of these in the shade Fair, but as you can see, the Too Faced Born This Way is a bit darker. Then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend that in. Okay, now we really need to tackle these under eyes. It looks a little crazy with the peach. And for my under eyes, I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Shape Tape alone. Gonna go use my Tarte Shape Tape on my other eye. So I think for highlight today, I'm going to be using an oldie but a goodie. So I'm going to be using this Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. It's been a while since I've used this baby as a highlight. Thought the Peachy Duochrome Reflect would look good with this peachy eyeshadow. To set my under eye, I'm going to be using what I always use, my Besame Vanilla Rose Brightening Powder. I can't imagine using anything else to set my under eye. This is just perfect for my skin tone. This is not my normal under eye setting brush, but I can't seem to find mine. To set my face, I'm going to be using that NYC Loose Face Powder. So I'm going to go and do my brows off camera because I'm just using what I always use, my Urban Decay Brow Box in Bathwater Blonde in conjunction with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I'm back and I have brows now, always exciting. You might be able to actually tell if I'm making a facial expression, so yeah. For contour today, I think I'm going to be using the Sculpt shade from my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. I'm going to take that Sculpt shade and put a little bit underneath my lip. And then use it to slightly contour my nose. I feel like my nose highlight is popping today. I wonder if you guys can see it. I'm going to take this brush from Eco Tools and blend out the contour. For bronzer today, I'm going to be using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Gotta bronze up this massive forehead of mine. I seriously love this bronzer. It just looks so pretty. I'm going to go back into Kat Von D's Thunderstruck and make sure my highlight hasn't faded. For blush today, I don't want to go in with anything too crazy since my eyes are pretty bright. I'm going to go in with this blush. This is the Wet n Wild Coloricon blush in Apri-Cot in the middle. I love these blushes from Wet n Wild. They're probably my favorite blushes. Not even like drugstore high-end, just like favorite blushes in general. I love them. I think my favorite high-end blushes are from Becca, but my favorite like just blushes in general might be these from Wet n Wild. I wear rosé champagne at least like twice a week. Taking a stippling brush and just making sure everything's as blended as it possibly can be. So now we're going to return to the eyes and the Kylie palette. I think I'm going to take that shade Sorbet again and put that all over underneath my eyes. So part of me wants to just continue the peach underneath, but then part of me is like, no, do something more fun. It's the weekend. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Mojito and put it underneath my eyes just as a pop. The shade has a little bit of fallout that I'm noticing. It's not quite as green as I thought it would be. It's almost blending out into the gold. So I think I'm going to take a little bit on my brush and then wet it with my setting spray. So this is what the shadows all look like from the Royal Peach palette. I am going to go into another palette and use basically a white shade to highlight with because there's nothing in the Kylie palette that's light enough for my skin tone to highlight with. I'm also taking my face highlight just to highlight my inner corners. I'm going to set my face with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. So I'm going to tightline my upper waterline using this Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Liner. It's just a black eyeliner, little sample size that I got somewhere. This eyeliner though does not move. Like, it's there the next day, and I have very, very watery eyes, so I do like this. Will I purchase the full size? Probably not, because it's really expensive, but I really like this one. For mascara today, I'm first going to take my Buxom Lash mascara. I like this one for volume, and then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Megaslim Skinny Mascara. I like this one for length and for my bottom lashes. I think I need something on my lower waterline, so I'm going to take this Milani Shadow Eyes and Almond Cream and put this just on my lower waterline. Just help brighten up my eyes, and I'm going to go in and put a little bottom lash mascara on. So here's my completed eyes. Don't mind how watery they are. Like I've said a million times, I have the most watery eyes. So for lips today, I want to keep it pretty simple, but also like continue with the peach theme. So I'm going to take this Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss. I got a little sample sent to me from Ulta. So this is my final look using the Kylie Cosmetics Royal Peach palette. I really like the way it came out personally. So now I want to talk about my final thoughts on this palette. I personally have really enjoyed this palette. The one time I just used it, I really liked every shade I used, not super disappointing. The only shade that I wasn't super stoked on was the Mojito shade, just because it didn't come off as green as I thought it was going to. Perhaps packed on the lid it would. All the colors that I used blended really nice, were soft, were pigmented. I'm not completely sure on how I feel about this palette. I think I need to play with it some more. The shades that I did use today though, I really love. So I don't know guys, I think I like this. Yeah, definitely gotta play some more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me and my first impression on the Kylie palette. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I really do appreciate everything that you guys do for me. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!